Hi guys, this is Dharanz. Welcome back to my channel Code with Dharanz. Once again, part 5 video. In this video we're gonna see what does it mean by master page and the interaction between controller and CSS/HTML. How to create controller. Before you getting started, make sure you have seen my all the previous videos. If you're not, just go and check it out and continue this video, otherwise it could be difficult to you to understand. So first, to create a controller, go our project. The controller will be in the controller folder, so right click controller folder, add, then controller. It will ask what kind of controller that you want: empty controller, read and write actions, views, entity framework. If you click rather than empty controller, it will create all your default contents, but which is not good in this video, so I am going with an empty controller. Name the controller. I'm just set this as test controller. Here, test controller has been created successfully. Test is a controller name. Controller is a suffix, common standard. Whenever you refer your controller, you no need to refer controller, just refer test. Here is our controller. This is our public method. So each and every controller will have a view. Now we're gonna create a view. To create a view, first we have to check whether this controller has a view or not. So just right click on the method which returns the type of action result. There are multiple kind of results: partial view result, action result, JSON result. By the default, it will have an action result. Action result mean it will return the user controller view, normal page view. So right click, go to view. See, it tells us unable to find a matching view, so we have to create a view for this controller. So right click, add view. It will open the dialog box. In this dialog box we have couple of options. One is create a partial view, another one is use a layout page. There are three types of views. One is view page, another one is master page, third one is partial view. Partial view is nothing but it can be included in any other view page. Like we have a method in a common class, we can use the public method anywhere in the application by referring that class. As same as we can use this partial view CSS/HTML page inside any view controller CSS/HTML page we will look at the moment. So now I'm gonna create user controller web page. For this, you have to select a layout page. Initially, the layout page would be empty. So if that is empty, go and views, share. Inside the share, just select the proper layout page. Then click add. Index CSS/HTML view page has been created successfully. Now this is what I told you about the router concept. Each and every controller will have an interaction between index. How does the index know which controller it has to be interacted with? The router does this work for us. In this, I have mentioned that in my first part 1 video. If you not see that, make sure you got going, save and see the video. I have given the video link in the description. Go and check it out. Then after you creating a view, our controller one folder will be created in a views folder in our controller's name. Our controller is test controller. Test view has been created here. Inside the test view, now we have a method name index CSS/HTML. Inside the test controller, we have a method name. CSS/HTML file name is a method name, so it has a relationship between each other. Now let's run this. Now application ran successfully. Here the URL is test/index. Here test is our controller name, index is our CSS/HTML file name. Here our index content, what we have provided here. This URL has been reloaded by default because I have run the application from this index page itself. If I ran this application from some other page, it will be like this URL alone. you'll get this default content. Here is the default content. For that, manually we have to go and type it test index. This is a way to create a simple and basic view. So here you might ask me a question. We have only index hashtag here, but in a browser we are seeing more controls, navigation bars, footers. From where you are getting this? That's our next topic. That's a master page. Let's go and see what is meant by master page. So stop the application now. Where you can find master page in our MVC application? That's too simple. That's of course our layout.cshtml under the chat folder. This is our master page. Here we have all default contents here. Master page is nothing but the navigation bar, sidebar menus, footer, these kind of controls you need that throughout applications. Except this, you have render your each and every application, each and every files inside the body tag. So the static navigation bar, sidebars, these are all will comes throughout the application. So you have to design those controls in a layout page. This is master.cshtml. Here you can see navigation bar and footer controller has been created here. This is a default content. Here you can see the render body. At render body, this method will do the work for us. The render body will render all our application, which URL that we have contained, test.index. The index file HTML controls will be rendered under the container body content. Let me change this index as index1, save it, then run it. In this page, just right click and view page source. In the view page source, here under the container body content, inside the container body content, we have our index.cshtml page contents. Here index.phhtml page content is index1. In a layout page you could find container body content under the render body. The render body will fetch the index.cshtml, not only index, which URL that we pointed, that file's HTML page will be rendered in this portion. As I told you, we need this navigation bar and footer throughout the application. Only the inside the render body contents changes, not navigation bar and the footer. This is why we are going with the master page. But now you might have a question. Now I have came here, home control, home contact is a HTML page, home is our controller. Now we have to go to again to test index. We can't go and type URL each and every time, so that we need to implement a navigation bar link. So just go to layout.cshtml, just copy and paste this li content. Here HTML action links first parameter is our label name, so change this as a test. Next one is our CSHTML file name as index, the method name of a controller. Then our controller name. Just save it and run it. For CSHTML pages, you no need to build our application again. You just come and refresh. Control F5 is used to refresh your page by clearing a cache. Now you can see the test navigation menu bar appear here. When you click, it will take you to the test/index page. So these are all about the master page. Next page type is the partial view. Partial view is nothing but it can be included in any other page view. As I told you, to implement page view, partial view, I'm just top the application. I want to create a partial view inside our test controller view folder. Right click, add, same kind of view. In this view, there is another checkbox here, create as a partial view. When you check it out, the user layout page will be disabled. Now we have to put a name, underscore is a standard the naming convention for partial view. I'm just setting this as test partial. So add the partial view as normal, like a CSHTML page. Here I am just giving a paragraph. This is my Dharanz channel. Save it. Now we have rendered the CSHTML partial view inside our CSHTML page. This is our user controller view page. This is our partial view. For this, you have to write a razor view. What does it mean by razor view? That's our next topic for our next video. Now, this is HTML dot render partial your partial view name underscore test partial semicolon. Now save it and run your application. Here we go. We have the partial view content here. This is my Dharanz channel. We have specified this in our test partial and rendered that into our CSHTML page. Normally we will use partial view for biggest contents. When you have a CSHTML file with the lines of 1000 to 2000 lines, you no need to carry, you should not carry those kind of lines. You should not carry more than 500 lines in one CSHTML page. It will reduce our system's performance. It will reduce our application performance, rendering speed in a browser. So you have to split it out. If that is a table, if that is a list, you can take that into a partial view. That's a fair enough concept to split up your code. It will leads you the code reliability, the code clean. If another developer sees your code, he could easily understand what you have done in your application. It's easy to maintain too. So that's all about, guys, for this video. If you like this video, just like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe and share this to your friends. I've uploaded the Tamil version of this video. Go and check it out and support me too. I will meet you again in the next fantastic concept in part 6 video. So thank you.